Hey everyone, it's Angie. Today we're going to do something for New Year's Eve. We're going to make a half cracker. So I love doing these for Christmas. So by the way, if you're still doing Christmas projects, you can make this for Christmas as well. But isn't that cute? We don't carry this ribbon anymore, but you can find gold ribbon anywhere now because of Christmas. And so this is what I'm sharing today. And we are going to be using the alphabet a la mode. This one's a great one because it has numbers with it too, and it's got so much here. You can use the numbers or letters on this. So it's a really, really good one. I love this one. So that's what we're using for the 2026. And I'm using these for my table setting for New Year's Day. But you can use them for New Year's Eve. You can put little poppers in here. You can put candy. I'm going to use Ferrero Rochers in mine. I haven't gotten them yet, but they're all over the place. I've seen them. And it says, let's celebrate, and I got 2026 on here. So let's make it. Okay, so let me show you the stamp set that I'm using for this. It's Cheers and Sips. And by the way, if you don't want to put the 2026, you can put like a drink on here. Even the designer series paper I'm using for this is the Celebratory Sips, which is this one right here. And you can cut out these little wine bottles or the little glasses here and use those for like a cheers or whatever like that. There's so many ideas. I'm using the back of this, which is this one, but I'm using this because I thought they looked like fireworks or something. But anyway, that's what we're using for that. All right, so the paper that we need is I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight cardstock. This is 8.5 by 7. And again, I'm going to use the Celebratory Sips. By the way, this bundle here, the Cheers and Sips, this is on sale in the last chance list. I've been talking about this last chance list for the last week or so. And check it out if there's things that you want, because a bunch of stuff is on the last chance list and a lot of it is discounted. So if you've had your eye on something, go and grab it before it's gone, because when it's gone, it's gone. I've had somebody already tell me the things that they wanted to get were gone. So go check it out. You are going to need 4 pieces that are 3 5/8 by 1 7/8. So I'm going to use the same. And I already cut the 2026 out of my gold foil. And I am going to use the same gold ribbon. And this is a old Stampin' Up one, but it is retired now. All right, so let's get making this. Let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment and get that done really quickly. This way we'll have it all ready to go. So I have a piece of scrap here, and we're just going to do the Let's Celebrate. I thought that was just perfect for this because I didn't want a big sentiment because I wanted the 2026 big on this one. So I'm just going to stamp that down. And we're just going to cut it like a little banner. So you can use these at your New Year's Eve party, or you can use it like I'm using for New Year's Day. I barely can stay up these days, y'all, till I usually watch the New York ball drop, and that's about it for me. I can't stay up late anymore. All right, so we got the Let's Celebrate. That's all ready to go. And we're going to go ahead and score this. And you don't need any dies for this, y'all. You're going to use everything you're going to cut in yourself. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so on the 8.5 inch side, you're going to score it at 1/2. 2.5, 4.5, and 6.5. And then you're going to turn it on the 7.5 inch side and do it at 2 and 6. The 2 inch side is going to be the top of your box. All right, so we're going to cut this. And on this 1/2 inch side, you are going to cut the bottom here. This is going to be your glue tab on this side. You don't want to cut off the top one though. Leave that all solid. And then we're going to cut these bottom flaps And I'm cutting a little bit off of each side of the score mark. Thank you everyone who gave me my birthday wishes. It was so sweet of all of you. So thank you so much for that. And there's my Bella, of course. Every time I'm doing a video, she's got to start barking. I swear she knows. Maybe she just wants to say hello. That's what I always say anyway. All right, so we sharpened all those. Oh, on this one, you want to sharpen it going the opposite way. All right, so now what we're going to do is cut this, and this is how I do it. You're going to take a ruler, and you are going to mark, I always start at this side. You're going to mark it at 3/4 of an inch, and I just put like a little dot there. So just put a little 3/4 of an inch there, and then 3/4 from this side, like that. And then there's two ways you can do this. I usually mark them all because I want to make sure. So I go to that point where I marked here, and I just cut out that little triangle. And then you're going to go to the next one, and I usually mark that, but you can do it this way too. You can lay this on here, line up your score mark where you cut, and then just trace around it. Make sure it's straight though. Just trace around it, and then you can cut. So that's usually what I do. I mark them though, but this is an easy way if you want to do it that way, if you're worried about getting them all the same size, because it's important that they're the same size. So this one I'll go ahead and mark 3/4 and 3/4. So you don't need a die to do this, y'all. You can do any size you want to. You can make it as tall as you want. And then what we're going to do, we're not going to cut the last one till the end. We're going to just go ahead and put some tear and tape along this glue tab right here. I don't have any Seal Plus, y'all. I have to reorder it. So we're going to remove that. And we are going to just seal this closed. I want to make, oh, I did it backwards, y'all. But I'm going to, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to just rescore it here, because you want it to go the right way. So let's go ahead and put that, line that all up. And we're going to cut the last one still. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it here at 3/4 of an inch. And then you're going to fold that back up, and you are going to cut that. Now you're going through a lot of paper here, so I should use my bigger scissors for this. And then that's your last one. And then there you have it. You just fold these in, and I'm going to use some tear and tape again because I don't want to use regular seal because I'm going to use these. And you could put it on both sides if you want it to be stronger. I think I'm going to do that because I am going to put a little bit of a heavier treat in there. We'll remove those backings. Make sure it's nice and square. And then we'll do this one too. And that's how it is. Let's go ahead and put our matting on here. I'll just use regular seal for that. And I just line it up here at the top. And then just do all 4 sides. Okay, they're all matted. And we are going to take our ribbon and I am going to tie it around here. And this you have to tie really tight so that it cinches in. And if you've done your scoring properly and sharpening your scoring the right way, it's going to have a little bit, you can tie it as tight as you can, but it's going to still have a little opening there. But I am putting a larger candy in there. Sometimes I just squeeze this on both sides so it gives it like a star look on the top. But just squeeze it tight. So you can do it different ways. And when you have candy in there, it's not going to fall in on stuff. Sometimes you got to just stick your finger in there and push the sides out. Let's tie this bow. Yeah, I'm using a lot of ribbon on here, but it's okay. This is retired anyway, and I can't use it that many times. But I do need it. I do have a bunch left, so I do need it for 6 of these. So all right. So now I'm just going to cut the tails. I love the gold though, to go with the gold. But you can use white if you want. I'm going to grab my Let's Celebrate, and I'm just going to use some seal on that there. And I'm going to slide it under here, under the ribbon. Right there. And then I'm going to grab my 2026. Can you believe 2026, y'all? It's just a few weeks away. It's crazy to me. I'm going to use some wet glue to put these on because, let's fix that. It's got that really fine tip on this. Y'all, you can make these up really quickly too. And then we're going to just put the 2026 on here. But these are so easy and so quick to do. I'm making a mess though. Hold that down for a minute, that wet glue. It's really pretty though. And I like the gold with this blue. When you have your candy and stuff in there, these won't pop in like this one's been doing. And I want to make sure that's out when I put this on, because when it's straight and even and all that. So that's it. There you have it. Just add your candy. I do have one of the Ferrero Rochers. I didn't get the other pack. This is one from last year. But I'm going to buy that big pack of those and put them in here. I thought they'd be really cute for this. So here's the other one. So I hope you enjoyed it. They're really fun to make and really quick and easy. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. Have a blessed one. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.